when you do something, like you offer different type of infrastructure, especially for bicycles, you have a higher quality of infrastructure or better surface of the street, then people take that new mode and use more the bicycle.
In the beginning of the 90s, we have had only 7% of the people who use the bicycle, and still today it's 18%, and our goal is in 25 to have 30%.
In the city of Dresden, for instance, we had 6-9%, 6 or 9, something like that, in the year 1990, and now we are up to 16-17%, and we are approaching 20.
When we looked back to the data, like in the early 90s, there was like an explosion of car traffic. It was just, we were expecting even worse. There was double, triple more car use than in the time before the 1990s. But we noticed also since 2003 that changed. From 2003 to 2008, we had a switch. We had a switch, less car, more public transport, more cycling, but also more walking.
The use of cars is in Pardubice rather low, even though people have many cars. The motorization in Pardubice seems to be higher than in the cities like Leipzig or Dresden in Germany. They are much higher than 400. So one should think the car use is very high in Pardubice, but that is not the case. We found out that more than 70%, 77% of the trips are shorter than 5 kilometers. According to that, the population of Pardubice behaves very well. They are very strong in walking, and they even use the cycle, the bicycle, for 90% of the trips. They make 35% of their trips by walking, and the public transportation ratio is 17% according to our preliminary values, and the car modal split is 28%. German cities like Dresden or Leipzig have 40%, and Pardubice reaches practically already the goals we set up. We kind of have as a goal the magical number 25. When each modes have 25%, then we can be very content with the total multimodal performance of the system, and Pardubice is close to that.
We switched from building separate bicycle paths next to the street by making bicycle lanes on the street. They are much cheaper than just you have to spend more money for separate bicycle lanes, and we were able to offer faster bicycle network in a shorter time period.
In the old days we built bicycle paths on the sidewalks, a wrong method. Already in the 80s we figured out with research that bicycle facilities which are hidden behind the cars are very dangerous in the intersections. They are more unsafe with a factor 10 or more. And so now we put the bicycle lanes into the street or allow even the cyclists to use the street, and there is visibility and we have less accidents.
So another thing what you have to do when you think about bicycle infrastructure is not just bicycle lanes, but also finding suitable ways to park the bike. So within the city, inner city, we doubled the number of bicycle racks in the last 5 years. Just because we noticed if we want to have more cyclists in the city, they have to find a suitable way to park it, especially if we want to have safe bicycles of a higher quality. And they need good bicycle parking so they can lock the frame and the bicycle wheel.
Keep the car volumes low, makes the city more livable, but not, of course, so that the people feel suppressed. The people should feel that they have all the degrees of freedom to reach their destinations. And in a city like Pardubice, where distances are short, more than 70% of the trips are shorter than 5 kilometers, you can do a lot by walking and using the bicycle.